On second down, it's Coleman. Room here to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Well, this is the reigning NFC Offensive Player of the Week. Runs like that might get him another award.
Yeah, Thunderbolt right out of the gate, huh? How about that? Hitting the defense hard early. And, of course, carrying the momentum from last week into this week's game.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. Oh, what a juke into space. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, 49ers. Matt Breida, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
Yeah. Well, it's time for the pretenders and the, the real. Let's see what it is.
Successful, everything lined up there on the long run.
It does, because you have to make the proper read. It doesn't matter what guy you've decided is going to be red on the defensive front. You still have to execute it. If he comes to the quarterback, you saw there, pitch it out to the running back, and off he goes. A lot of teams don't like to run the option because they don't like having their quarterback hit.
That man, shout out, bro. You think that's something about what you call a daughter? Little me with a daughter.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it.
That boy really trying to have Michael Jackson cadence on that shit, too.
Anything. At least 3 points. Get that 0 off the board. He's got a first down inside the midfield. A big run there by Johnson. 48 yards. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game. But it's a significant achievement.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. David Johnson with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
I see.
Extra point up and good by
like that.
And that'll make our score 14-7.
He's right back in the game. He needed to score on that drive.
Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Listen, boy, I thought he was going to fumble that hole.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Cowboys in trying to cap the flag, bro. That's crazy.
Here we go. 180. Come on, dude.
That's some main. That's probably some mainstream type shit, bro. He's probably trying to mainstream.
21. 11.
So this could be Michael Jackson.
Garoppolo. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. 18 yards. First
yeah, that's out of his element.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. 15 for the Niners there and a first down. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, You've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, not get loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
21. I got this. That's me. 5.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Complete to Hilton. Touchdown, 49ers. T.Y. Hilton with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
Well, Brandon, if we go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator, he showed us his script. Didn't show us everything now. He said, here's the script for the game. I think everything's going according to plan in a big way. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, that's about as good. That is as good as you can do, I guess. So, well done.
Yeah, well done indeed. Tremendous execution.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Call a nigga in that cover 2.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Now Murray. The catch made by Miller. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. The first down carry here for Johnson. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Oh, yeah.
We see those runs.
That's the one we fucking with him.
To the edge. We think about big breakers, don't we? In this case,
he had a whole fan base.
But it does open
he had a
up
diverse fan
possibilities
base.
here on 2nd down.
Yeah, it was.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. On 2nd and 7, Murray. Complete to Isabella. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score.
This game timely right now, but I swear to God.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 41. They give to Johnson going right, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now on 2nd and 13, Murray, and they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and it's 3rd down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
That should be harder though.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Murray with a 3rd and long. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this is caught inside the 5.
Yeah, he caught that?
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Yeah, he caught
Obviously,
that shit,
they're not
dog.
where they want to be right now on this.
That's worth the challenge. I can't even challenge that hole. That boy caught that shit.
Scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, if
Oh, what happened, bro?
They'll be right back in the game, and if they can continue to do that,
The nigga want to come take the controller because I put it on him, bro.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Oh.
And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Andy Isabella, his 11th touchdown of the year, as his guys are back within a single score.
Now listen,
good on the extra
he got some.
point.
Hey,
And they're back within a touchdown.
he knows some shit now.
21-14. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown.
Can't believe they just gave that man that shit though.
And no return on this one as the fair
Shit,
catch is
bullshit.
signaled for and taken.
Get ready.
Central ran for 498
Set
yards.
to get this drive underway. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
it certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're
That's a
in
lot
at
of
this stage
fucking
of the game.
yards,
18
bro.
yards,
498
first down
games in the
Niners.
title game. Miami Central. Whew. That's all they did was run the ball.
He has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Garoppolo. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman.
Woo.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 7, Garoppolo, man open, it's Goodwin. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Marquise Goodwin, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays. A good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays.
Shit, high-powered over here.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone.
They gonna have to go toe for toe with me. This shit high power, boy.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football. And the Niners get there and bring him down. DeForest Buckner has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
Yeah, real skills.
He's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care.
Keep the fuck out of him.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards.
That's the first time that man ever took off with Kyler Murray on me,
on
bro.
first down, great coverage, but he found a way to move
First time
his legs.
ever.
Yeah, his ability to take off, not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on 3rd down, makes it manageable now.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back
Yeah,
pocket.
bro. I already told you that.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. This is taken around the 12. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10.
Whoo! Just seen that score at the bottom of the...
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them, every move they make works, it clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The linebacker Jordan Hicks flying in there for the sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Well, that last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot.
Buffalo
They face
chicken.
a 3rd and long.
Hey, alert! 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 Hey, Alpha! 56 is Mike. 56 is Mike. There's a party now. 12. 56. Mike, 56. Right there, right there.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line.
Nice,
Pick
clean
up
pocket.
27, and they pick up the 1st down in the process.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Here we go.
Garoppolo in the offense with a 1st
Precision.
and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
From the 36, Garoppolo. Eluding the pressure right. And that's
Come
gonna be
on,
incomplete.
T.Y.
Good effort there, trying
T.Y.
to take a
Come
shot, but
on,
it's 3rd down.
T.Y. Don't do me like
They're
that.
going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this 1st half. A 2nd one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though.
Here we go,
I mean, I really like the thought
drop
process,
those.
right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
They'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a 1st down.
13. Hey, Haywood.
Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
That nigga
After the
baller,
sack,
bro.
it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
13. 11.
Garoppolo looks to throw. And that is incomplete.
Boy, that's what I said. That boy played for the Ravens?
The
Man.
intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin.
That boy
But
ball.
now it'll be 3rd down. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. And this will be a 45-yard attempt.
Let's take you out of the through there.
And this one is right down Broadway. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
Mark Ingram.
Now it's Gold after splitting the uprights to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line.
Them boys. Them boys fighting, though. Get them boys got. Crowder been balling this game.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Time here for likely one play. Then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime?
What was the point spread?
Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? It'll be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
How the fuck the book be knowing that shit, dog?
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
How much they down by?
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Here's Murray from midfield. And a big loss here as he's taken down. D. Ford able to record his 5th sack of the season.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores.
Double kill,
That situation
no way.
it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. Throwing on 3rd and long. Murray. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And that will be incomplete.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. That's taken on the 25. We'll call that a 41-yard punt. The net a little greater, though, following a loss on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
I don't think that man a cokehead, bro. Face mask.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want it.
And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, 49ers. Marquise Goodwin. 77 yards. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold with the extra point, and the lead is now 24. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Nope.
I've been pussy nigga free for so long.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. They were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something.
I like you to not keep that ass out.
And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly.
Oh, let's go, DJ Reed. Nah, cause that boy 5'9", bro.
Andy Isabella was the intended target. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
Who that is? Lamar RG3?
Understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work.
That boy RG3 out there looking like Lamar,
and
bitch.
paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance. He's helping his team in a huge way.
Oh, that's what he want to look like, bro. That nigga look like. Yeah, bro.
Here we go.
Yeah, he said it. He said his height.
And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down. That fits the bill.
21.
From the 35 on second down, Garoppolo. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. But they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball
painting the nigga ass, taking the nigga all up and feet up.
And saying, guys,
let's go. Come on. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Nick Bosa make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Here's Murray. This one complete to Christian Kirk. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. And 5 yards on the play there. It's a drive.
Still running the fucking ball, bro.
Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is
playing his game.
Give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later.
This show off nigga, I think he a pretender.
Pick up first downs.
He's sitting 5-1, but I don't know. He probably, I think he actually solid. He'll beat a lot of niggas, G. He don't beat a lot of niggas, actually. Yeah, he's solid. He's 5-1, but I still think he a pretender. He's not a pretender. He'll beat
off to Johnson. Now here's Murray.
Let's go, Bosa. I mean, you gotta play up. You gotta play him. I mean, you gotta play my whole division, man.
Season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
And that's his second sack of the game. But this player, disruptive in all phases. Whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Throwing now is Murray. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's fourth down. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Murray and company going for it on 4th. He sets to fire deep. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. Andy Isabella was the intended target.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 44.
But you can't upload the footage from the PlayStation 4 to the physical number.
Here to start this drive. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. George Kittle, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys continue to pour it on. And, my friend, I think it's safe to say that this game is pretty much deceased at this point. It's taken a knee, so to speak.
It is definitely this victory formation. Take the snap, take the knee, call it a night, call it a game, call it whatever. I agree with you totally. I don't think there's much left to get except for those who want to run up the score.
I knew this was over about a minute ago when you took your stat sheet and just flipped it over your shoulder in the trash can.
Yeah, that's similar to the guys cutting tape off right before the game's over. We know this thing's done.
Damn, T-Knight got to play May soon this week? Oh, Lord. When them boys playing?
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
These boys ain't fucking up no tickets.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
He's coming. Double up, double up.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. Here as he's taken down. DeForest Buckner in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield.
Yeah. You don't? I do. Them boys on fire.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself. You still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Check 26, check 26.
He's got the first down here inside the 30. 13 yards there at a Niner first.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success. How about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move, and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
That's complete to a speed.
I don't remember, bro.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Marquise Goodwin with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Hold on.
Now Johnson. It looks like a pickup.
Bro, where my money at, bro?
With 7 yards to
Whenever
go
I hear
on
you
3rd
talking
down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 7.
It's going to be a long day. 58 to Mike, 58.
Murray now. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 35-yard line here.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. There's Garoppolo to throw. Going long here for Wallace. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Here's 2nd and 10 for the 35.
Rush in, hot.
Well, Garoppolo's going to throw it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right.
Here we go.
Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Well, that last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a 4th down.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game?
Hey, what it is, bro. Come on now. There you go. Nigga, that fountain from the city girls, huh?
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't.
I heard he did some fuck shit. I heard he did some flaw shit at the altar. That's why they.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, here's Murray. And that's off the mark, incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
To throw, it's Murray. He's going to let it fly. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. Facing this 4th quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock. They know the lead that they have. And all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat. Open receiver, that's Caden Smith, the tight end. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Garoppolo looking to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
Wait. Hey, get hot.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Niners, the win here means it'll be a 7-1 first half of the season. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for Arizona, they dropped just their 2nd game so far as they fall to 5-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
I beat that boy 52-14. The Cardinals. He ain't no pretender though. He got it. I'm just fucking elite status. Too nice, shit. Did he leave CLS? It really is. CLS live, dog. Vision Twitter, you turned your shit to some.
This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lag. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Hey, 20 of us, that's 20 goons in the ice cream whip, triple school. I got 3 strikes, 8 up to lose. When it's all on now, what you gonna do? Come on. I'm highly favored. Don't wanna play me, no conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'm a pour out one for this.
Well, the Bengals put a check on them though. The Bengals got money though.
Run to the bread until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. Knows my dogs, they by my side.
When do this shit advance anyway?
Honey, I dash, got it on, smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on, smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash.
So I ain't got nobody up for a Dell game.
They lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. They're on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. High boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Beat the competition up like a animal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Hit job, all things that can happen. The battlefield, it's just me and my warrior. Guaranteed we emerge victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, it's glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on, smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on, smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey yard, dash, honey yard, dash, honey yard, dash, honey yard, dash, honey yard, dash. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. There's no need in keeping the local. I can carve up the D like a turkey, I run straight through the D like a train. This shit we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call himself making a name. I put on a jet, the coach regret even letting him stay in the game. See my route took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just try not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take off, poof, magic. Now watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork fantastic. Dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. Here come the blitz, pass it. Got it on smash. Put in the gas. I will not crash. Honey yard dash. Honey yard dash. Honey yard dash. Honey yard dash. Honey yard dash.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad being pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more desto. Hit your throw and I'ma catch those. Mexican, don't make pesos. Hit your sons, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Put numbers on the board, let them keep the score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Hey, man can't ball like this, man. Lord, past the big skin when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, 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 count it up. Hey, 100s and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Hey, she wanted like me cause her like she can count on him. She tried to be nosy and hit up my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him.
Hey, hey,
we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep the score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
big numbers, big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. 100-minute bag.
Who you playing, the Jets?